This is Hydroid Prime, and we are going to attempt to make him more powerful. Note that the method we are using will work on the non-Prime variant of Hydroid as well, but we have the Prime variant, so we are going to use it. First, of course, we will want to start with our good buddy Helmuth. I have a video covering how to unlock the Helmuth system. If you are interested, you will need to then search for an ability called Dispensary. It's Protea's ability. As you can see, we replaced it 2 with Dispensary. And that will help a lot, as this whole thing is meant to be able to let you spam energy quite a bit, or rather spam abilities quite a bit, and it uses up a lot of energy. But yeah, let's get into the build, shall we? Of course, Archon Continuity. Now this is one of the Archon mods, so you will technically have to have completed at least the new war in order to gain the access to it at all. But alternatively, if you only have normal continuity or continuity primed continuity, those will work, but this is the best one for the build because it inflicts a toxin status, will also apply corrosive. That's what it states. So that's just what makes it a bit better. And then of course we have Prime Vigor to help him out with shield and health for survivability reasons. Constitution to make the ability last a bit longer. Lasting longer is always good with these abilities, especially with like Dispensary and even his one per se. Transient Fortitude, Amar's Hatred. Again, this mod, I believe you only have access to after you complete the new war, but you can substitute it with other mod that does a similar thing. Viral Tempest, I just like Viral, that's why I put it on, but in the nutshell, you can actually, as mentioned, substitute it. Overextended, Steel Charge, just so I could slot Prime Footed if I'm being perfectly honest. And then the 2 Arcanes, not really needed, but they do help quite a bit. Now, I've done something a little bit different today. Usually, I like bringing every frame into a survival, but I've done a defense this time. And here we go. We're going to start out by casting Dispensary, just so we have the ability as needed. And then we're going to cast it 4. Then we are going to cast 1 and 3. Actually, you probably want to cast it 3 before his 1. But I find it's not too negligible, the different order you do it in. It's really not too negligible. And then as you see, if you need more energy, Dispensary actually can give you a bit more energy. Now I'm going to be honest, this build may not be as flashy as some other builds, but I feel like it does definitely get the job done as far as energy, as far as everything. It just barely gets the job done. As you can see, it also gives health orbs, so if you need a good top off of your health or whatnot, it has you covered as well. The reason I mentioned that this isn't as flashy as other builds because of the fact that dispensary isn't meant to be a flashy ability. It's more of a help give you energy so you can cast your abilities and whatnot, which honestly it does its job. Just make sure you keep on it, cast dispensary every so often, get that energy that you want to get, and then just have it stockpiled. That way you can actually just be casting abilities. Honestly, I use him more in survival, but I wanted to show you guys in defense because I feel like he can do some damage in defense. But yeah, I'd like to say the ideal casting order would probably be 2 for dispensary, then 3, then 1, then 4, or then 4, then 1. In order to get the most optimal damage, you will want to cast hit 3 before his 2 or his 4 to get bonus damage. Now, it doesn't matter whenever you cast dispensary, but the fact is dispensary is a little slow at dispensing energy. I'd say that, but it's not really all that slow. But with that said, it would be quicker if you just cast the right way. So that way you just have extra energy waiting. It's also worth noting that while this build does decent damage, it definitely plays more of a crowd control role than a nuke role. At the end of the day, if you like Hydroid Prime, then this build will help you cast Hydroid's abilities more often. But as mentioned before, since this is mostly a crowd control build, you will want to actually bring a decent weapon that can kill enemies decently fast. Yeah, as you can see, this is him in action. It's pretty crazy because of the range. He can actually pick up enemies from pretty far away with his 4. And I forgot to mention in the beginning, but if you want to substitute the Tempest Barrage augment with Pilfering Swarm so you can actually get bonus loot and stuff, that's no problem as well. Slots out pretty easily. As you can see, the more enemies that are around and affected when he cuts it 3, the more damage he does and armor he has. So that's always a good thing. But yeah, if you do test this out, let me know what you guys think. Comment section below. Like I said, I know it's not the flashiest or anything, but as someone who enjoys playing Hydroid from time to time, I actually had quite a bit of fun with it. But yeah, with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.